Hello, it's Sharon Alexander here from Be Divine Vintage. I am here to do a great unwrapping and show how this can be converted into this. I put this on my social media this weekend and had so many likes and so many people saying, how did you make that? So that is the journal cover that I made from a pack like this, but it was my grungy coffee stained fibres and fabrics. So I've got together my papers here that I'm going to use in this journal, but I'll be doing that at a later date. So let me sit down. I'm sorry about the shadows. It's only 3 o'clock here, but it's going dark in the UK, in the northwest. So we have to have lights. So I have been experimenting with these. So I've been putting packs of fabrics and fibres and laces and all sorts together, most of it vintage, packing it all together and then eco dyeing it, letting it dry, and then unwrapping it to see what comes out, and from what comes out making a journal. So this is obviously going to be a pinky journal. This is stained with beetroot and water. I have got some papers, pink papers, ready to dye there. Not ready to dye, that I've dyed, that will make up the signatures in there. And I've been through all my bits and pieces, collecting what I think would look nice on the front to do embellishments. So at the moment I've got this pink love heart. I'm not sure if all these will go on, but I'm just getting a selection of things together. Key, thought that was a pretty little key. I've got some vintage, or maybe even be antique, little buttles, mother of pearl buttles. I thought that was quite a cool, I don't know what it is, I think it's a pendant off a necklace, but I thought that would look really good, maybe dangling at the side. So this looks like a part of a watch, another brooch, and some just bits and pieces. A little ruffle there, I'm not sure what that's off. A vintage flower. Oh, that's a glass button. I thought that was really pretty. With the, can you see it there? Do I need to put something white behind it? Can you see it's glass with little roses in, oh, not roses, little pink daisies in it. So what I'm going to do today, so I've started picking those things out ready for this journal. So what I'm going to do today is unravel this, and I'm going to start us off on a how I put this one together, this journal cover. So I was amazed with the beetroot dye. I'm amazed. I always say, like, nature is has its own litmus paper and acidity and alkaline tests, because although it's the same dye, it comes out different colours on different fabrics. So this is, I don't know if you can see there, but it's even got, this is beetroot, but it's got some yellow on it. So let's unwrap. So there's the ribbon. So excited to do this. I did this on Friday, put it together. 6th of January, and it's the 9th today. So that's some pink, it's actually seam binding. That's some seam binding. Then I put some of this lace. You see the twinkle in it? I think it's so pretty. So these packs are for sale in my Etsy shop, and I will put the link below. So every one you get, you can pick whether you want beetroot, red cabbage, strong coffee, mild coffee, tea. I've got avocado, hibiscus, different things. So you can pick which you want, but they come as a mystery pack of about 30 elements or so. Some strings. Just some vintage ribbon. And some more trim. I think this is more modern. This is sort of, it's got the goldy silver sparkle in it, but then some of the edges have dyed darker than others. Then I've got some vintage lace around. I like how the shades have come out different as you go along. This pink was already on the edge of the lace, so it did already have a pink trim, but the beetroot has certainly brought the dimensions out there. Next we have got vintage broderie anglais. Ooh, look at that. Ooh, that is lovely. That is lovely. Then we have got some Hessian. Now this is what I actually use to make sort of the basis of the journal cover. So there will be one of these in every single pack. More strings. Oh, and there's a feather from somewhere. So all this is in the set and it just keeps coming and coming. This is some vintage, it's like off cotton, a vintage cotton underskirt. Ooh, it's exciting doing this. I'm just going to take myself a little picture as I go along for this great unveiling. So yeah, there'll be 30 or so elements along with all these little bits and pieces. So, well, look at you see the pattern there that's been left by that. Oh, paper clips. These little tiny scissors. Can you see a little scissor mark there? Well, it's so pretty. And on the back, that's where the paper clips were. Still in frame. This is some more vintage broderie anglaise. It's like unwrapping a big bandage. It's taking me back to my nursing days. So you can see as you go along the different colours. It's gone quite intense there actually, very dark. And because I've put these bits and pieces in, you get the sort of little bit of grunginess on there too. Oh, slightly darker on the other side. Then we've got a big doily. That's pretty. I like that side, but I like that side too. Let's keep all these in frame so you can see the sort of thing that you get. They won't all be the same trinkets inside, but they will be very, very, very similar. This is some more. This is pretty. This is a modern trim. It is slightly pink. Then it's got the love hearts on. I know with the pink I'm sort of thinking Valentine's Day maybe. So I want to do a pink sort of shabby chic journal. Big key. Yes, there'll be a big key in there. This is some vintage tablecloth. Not a tablecloth, it's a tray cloth. Let's open this up. So as you can see in here, there's more bits and pieces, and in turn they've left their impressions on the fabric, which I love that look. We've got some more, just some cotton trim there. That's from a tablecloth. We have got a little doily. I like these little marks. It just gives it that more of that vintage look, doesn't it? And then, how does this open up? We have got in here, this is just some cheesecloth. Let's open this up. Oh, come on. some more little rusted bits and pieces. Another key. So again, these rusted marks have been left. You can see these safety pins there that will have come from these. See that better on there? I love that. Let's put these all here. There's some buttons I put in. They've not really taken the pink dye. How strange when they're like a cotton. They've not taken the dye. And then finally there's the tray cloth. I mean, look at that lovely trim on the end there. And there's the cloth with its pieces on. That is absolutely beautiful. I'm just going to grab a picture of this. Because they're one off these, I'd never ever repeat the same again. So what do we need to do? Well, first of all, in my box here, I'm going to put all the little bits and pieces. I've already started in my mind already now planning what I'm going to do. So what I do first of all is I'm going to take this. So this is sort of the base sheet, as it were. So because there's not a lot of dye on that side, I'm going to use this as the inside. So what I do, I fold that in half. Just put something on. Let me just put something on there to keep the weight. Then I get a piece of paper. Now this is a British A4 paper, which is approximately 11.5 inches by 8 2/4. Is it 8 2/8? I think 2 marks over the 8 anyway. So I take the paper. So the journal signature pages, I only want to be small. So you work out your pages. I mean, you might want to do it this size, in which case then you'd embellish that to be bigger than that, to be bigger than your signature. But I'm just going to do a small signature, this size signature. So I just pop that in there, and now I need to make sure that everything covers that paper. So I've got my scissors to hand, and the first thing I'm obviously, oh, and the other thing I've got to hand is Quilter's Choice, and this is the basting glue, and this is by Beacon. So no pinning or stitching necessary. It's a temporary bond which washes out completely. Perfect for quilts, appliques, hems and craft work. So what I will do is assemble the majority of how I want my book to look using this, and then stitch it afterwards, because in this one I am planning that's inside there, I'm planning to do some slow stitch too. So I'll get it all together to the point of stitching. Why is that in there? Just let me get something to push that out with. This is a new glue. There we go, that's out. I love new glues. Right, so let's start. So first of all, I am going to use this. I'm just going to cut that off. Will that just turn out? Yep. If you don't want that raggedy look, then cut it. But I like that raggedy look. So that is going to go around. That will make up the bottom of my journal. So that will go to there. So I'll just cut this off around here. Now I'm not doing perfect edges. I want this to be a bit shabby chic, a bit bohemian style. So that to me now would adequately cover that piece of paper, that signature. So I can just take that signature out of there for now. So that is going to go there. However, I would like to put something on this part. Actually, I'm going to use one of these pieces of calico. I'm going to put that. So none of this is pre-planned. I'm doing all this completely and utterly off the hoof, off the cuff. I'm doing it off the cuff crafting. So I'm talking to you exactly my process ideas. That may be why I go a little bit quiet at times. I'm just going to use this glue now. Snip the tip. Let's get that snipped. Apply a small amount. Press the fabric together to bond and wash out with warm water. So I'm just going to... Do you know what I'm going to do first? Just plug in my iron. So I'm just going to very lightly, it's getting frame. I'm going to just go across. Here it comes. I'm only going to lightly fasten it together because I don't want, because I am going to stitch it. So let's just put that on there. Let's turn that over. And this will be the front of my journal there, which is my piece of paper. Does adequately cover what is going to be my signature. So next I would like this. Let's have a look which side. This side, because I want to try and keep this little bit of rustiness there. I'm going to put this on. Now this side has like got a finished edge, whereas this one hasn't. I'm trying to work out, that is actually the back, so that would be at the front. So at the back I know I need to put something, you know, to finish that edge off. So I'm just going to run a bead of glue across there. Now if you're not going to stitch it, you just do it with fabric tack or a similar fabric glue. I'm joining a textile group in Bolton, where I live, very soon, this month actually. So I've decided I need to start to do more, oh there she goes, more textile work. Right, so I'm just going to get my iron and iron over that. Well, over the weekend I wasn't very well. You know, I've been having problems with my stomach. Anyway, so yesterday, Obi said, look, just take it easy, have the day in bed and just rest. So I was watching crafting videos and I was watching how to make fairy wings, because I've made myself this box and I'm going to make myself some collections of fairy wings. I've started to put things together in there. I'll be doing a video on making fairy wings. So I know about using the Angelina paper. Anyway, Angelina film. Anyway, lo and behold, I didn't know about the shredded Angelina film. So I was watching the video of her making her, the lady making her, doing her work with her Angelina film, shredded Angelina film, and I thought, that is, I've got some of that. I didn't even know I had it, this shredded Angelina film. Didn't even know I had it. I just knew I'd got it from a charity shop, a thrift store. So I thought, oh, I've got that Angelina film. So even though I was supposed to be resting in bed, I sneaked downstairs just to check that it was Angelina film. The way I did that was by ironing it, And now I'm like, I've learned a new skill. I've learned how that I can use Angelina film. So what I've done now is this piece of fabric here, which was this tray cloth, I've cut off one of these edging strips here, and I'm just going to glue that down there just to fasten, just to finish it off. I mean, it will more than likely get covered anyway. So yeah, so I've got some shredded Angelina film. I've got the Angelina foil, but now I've got the film. So I did what I promised myself I wasn't going to do. So I went on eBay and bought some more different colours, and I thought that would be brilliant for my fairy wings, because I want to have a fairy wing box so that I've always got fairy wings to hand. So I'm going to make a box for me, and I'm going to make a box for in my Etsy shop too. So if a box of fairy wings is something that you'd quite like, you let me know, because I might make more than one box. There we go, that's down the side there. And what I'll do in cream, using cream cotton, I'll stitch down here, I'll stitch along here, and I'll use my various stitches on my sewing machine. But actually, looking at it, it doesn't actually need that on. It doesn't need it. You could actually get away with just doing nice slow stitch on. Let me have a look through what we've got here. We've got this, we've got the doilies. Right, and we've got our ribbons, laces. Right, so what I'd like to do next is on this one, I love it where I've got big pieces just sort of hanging randomly. See those? They're just going to hang randomly on the journal. So let's have a look what we can hang randomly around. So that would look pretty on there. That would be pretty. There's this one, which we could double up and run that on a corner. Take it up there. That looks nice. What could I put across the middle? Got some of this. See, there's enough in this package to do a few of these covers, or to use the laces for other things. We could put that on there, which would be quite, put that there, that there. That would look quite nice. So I'm going to cut that off. I think that this is off a vintage underskirt. I remember in the 80s during the New Romantic, wearing all these broader anglaise underskirts and having them all dangling down underneath your skirt. Ugh. Don't know what to do there, because I want that to be seen. I suppose I could put some of this on there and I would still see that. Through, and yes, I think we'll do that. Oh, we could actually run this like that. That will be there, and have a piece just sort of dangling at the top. I think we'll do that. So can you see how I'm just layering it up and layering it up? And it's what works best for you, what you want to do. This is nice. I like this one with the little shine on it. We could put that there, across to there. Yep, I think we'll do that across the top. From there to there. Oop. So if that goes, so can you see how, like, it's the same lace, so it was white with a shiny edge, and then it's got the pink, but then it's gone to like almost a brown colour. we'll put it that way up. Put that under there. Put that. Should we put it that way, or shall we put it? Put it this way actually, so it's going upwards. Put that there. I do like this as well with the little hearts on. I think we'll take a piece across, but I'm going to put that under there. Now the thing is, as you're working along here, you could take photographs so that you can remember exactly what you've done. What about something just there? I've got some of this. What about if we cut out this flower? If I go here and cut out this flower. It's exciting to undo the mystery pack of dyed fabrics and laces to see what they're going to turn out like. And it's even more exciting, I think, to start and put it together in a little book like this. Ooh. I've been into work today. I've Children's Day nurseries, so I've been there and done some work, done a bit of work on my Etsy shop this morning, so it's sort of late afternoon now. It's the first opportunity I've had to come here. Do you know, it never rains but it pours, does it? You know, you can have a couple of days which you think, oh great, everything's going great, and then suddenly bam, everything goes wrong. Oh, I like that. Very, very much so. So what about something there? What about a bit more of this lace here? Oh, there's this. It's that one. I do like that one. Or this. Which would be this one. I think I'm going to go with this one. Oh, let's cut a bit off there. So all the leftover bits and pieces from this pile here that's left from the package, I'll use to decorate the pages. I might even use this to make some of the pages. I think they'd be cool with the safety pins on. But I will bring you along that journey with me. Just push that there, that there, and that there. And I've still got my little bit of rustiness showing there. Right, I really like that. What do you think? Do you like it? I hope you do. So how sort of quick and easy is that to do? We've got that bit dangling off. Do we want a bit dangling down at the bottom here? Should we have a piece of this lace just sort of coming down here? Yes, I think we will. We will. That sort of matches that bit there. We got it all? Fabulous. So I'm going to use my glue and I am going to start to put all these in place. Now obviously it says that you can wash this glue, but you don't want to wash this fabric because it's eco-dyed. The colour would come out, so please do not wash your fabric. So you can use this sort of as your light temporary glue before you use your do any sewing, or if you're not going to stitch it, just use Fabri-Tac. So let's pop that under there. You can always trim any bits and pieces off afterwards if you so desire. Yeah, I'm going to do some slow stitch and some machine stitch on this. That's there. Just lift this up, put put some glue on here. And put some glue on here. I'm going to glue this down here. Let's put some under there. So that little glue on here is theoretically my journal cover. Very basic. Like I say, if you're going to not stitch at all, then use something like Fabri-Tac, but do not wash. If you use the quilter's glue, even though it says wash, do not wash, because you will wash the colour out. So now that, let's just flip this over, because we need to look at the inside as well. So across the bottom, I put in this one here, in this one I've put a large pocket across the bottom here, so when the signature's sewn in it will have a front pocket. So I'm going to do the same, and I'm going to use this piece of vintage underskirt, and I'm going to put that there, and I'm going to take it to here and rip it down. Whoop. Let's cut that off there. And then let's glue this into place. Which way up? Well, that's the right way up because of the underskirt, because of the lace. So we just go around. Oh, I've just remembered I'm in church tonight. On the door. I'd forgotten about that. Oh, I was looking forward to an evening relaxing with my feet up, but never mind, I can have an evening relaxing in church. Right, so let's put that on where we want that to go. That'll be there and there. Now then, put that there. And I think I will put something across here, across the top there. So I'm going to put not those butterflies. I'm going to put some more broderie anglaise across there. I think, let me think, thinky. Or should I just put some of this across there? Oh, sometimes the decisions are just too big, aren't they? That actually might be quite nice down there, I believe. I'll just do this. I've got these lovely pins out to use, but I obviously don't need them because of this glue. It says, it actually says on it, no pinning required. Whoop. Let's put that down there. This is coming together so pretty. I really like it. I'm going to move that to there actually, over the end of that hessian. I've got pink ribbon. What about a ruffle? About a ruffle across the top? That would look nice, wouldn't it? If I took this and just like ruffled it. Let's try that. Let's try a ruffle across the top. So I'm going to have to put my glue on first. Right across there. So I'm going to get this. I'm actually going to just pop it under there. I'm going to ruffle it. I'm cautious of where it is regarding the height of the book, so I'm just going to ruffle it along. I mean, you could do this, you could stitch your ruffle first and then put it on, but I am going for a little bit more primitive look, so I'm not stitching first. This is when you could do being an octopus, isn't it, when you're crafting? I think so. You could think like, oh, just give me another set of hands, please, just give me another set of hands. This is a piece I might slow stitching actually. Let's just cut that off. My scissors, I've got all loads of scissors here now. One day I can't find my scissors and then I have millions of pairs. That's there. Oh, so with my Angelina threads, look what I made. You know the flowers I made the other day, the pop-up flowers? Well, I'm seeing if I could make them out of Angelina threads, because I thought I could make some big ones as popping up in my art journal. So that was just a little test to see if you actually can make them, and you can. So I'm waiting for all my other colours to come. Glued it as well. The glue's fixed it. You can't see the glue through. So when all my others comes, my other Angelina trims, I'm going to make some big flowers using this and sequins and chiffon and all sorts in my art book. So that's good. So now just down this side. This jumped into my hand. Let's cut. That will just cut. I will cut this off. These circles, because they're quite cute. I've gone quiet because I'm concentrating, guys. So next time you see this journal will be when I've stitched it all and looking at the signatures. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 projects on the go. One time I only allowed myself one. Then I was becoming so bored and I thought, why am I suddenly bored with crafting? And I realised I need to have more than one project on the go. So that I'm going to just stick on that corner there. I don't want just that bit. Yeah, I'm just going to do that bit. Yeah, so I need more than one project on the go. So I've got all these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Sorry, 10 projects on the go. I've hardly any workspace because of all my projects piled up. But I've promised myself for the rest of this week, after today, I am going to be doing some of my spooket things for the club I'm in with Robin Dudley House. Oh, I've joined the Underpant Club. That is Laurie Marie Jenkins' Underpant Club. So I'm in that one as well. So I'm a spookette and I'm an underpant. Whoops. So that is the inside for now. I mean, things can change. So I'm going to just close that like that. So that is going to be the journal cover. And that will be the back with these bits hanging over. I will stitch. And then what I do is get my bits and bobs and start and look at how I want to move this forward. Do you know what I was considering? Get my tin of, is this my tin of, nope. I want my tin of glitz. Oh, I've got loads of glitzy trim this weekend. It's not in my trim yet. In my trim box. I went to, everything's falling. All my 10 projects are falling. I went to my local fabric shop, and they've created an outlet, and so they had lots of really nice trim on sale, so I bought some. Right, and this box is my sparkly stuff. So I was thinking about this. I was wondering if I should put a piece of this. Could put it under there. I think I will. Yeah. So they were doing bags for £2.50, bags of trim. So I've got some. I'm going to need a bigger sparkly trim box because now I've bought all these sparkly bits and pieces. So I'm going to put this under here because I don't want this white bit showing, because this isn't beetroot stained. Let's just put it like this. Put my glue on it. Needs to go like right underneath there. Right up and underneath. Oh, look at that. How lovely is that? I did a wedding journal for my daughter, and I don't want to cut any off there. I did a wedding journal for my daughter, so that's some I had left from my daughter's wedding journal. Right, so what sort of things can you put on here? So you need to start looking. This is where I need to stand up. So there's a brooch. It's quite pretty there. The key. Oh, there's the key with the butterfly. That's quite nice, actually. Oh, there's the tiny key. So do I put 2 keys on? I think that's quite nice. Quite like that, actually. Oh, quite like that layout. So that's what I would do next. So I will sew all those pieces on. I'm going to do some slow stitch on, and then I'm going to look through my bits and pieces. Let's have a look. Take that off and put that on. Do I prefer that, or do I prefer that? Let me know. Pink flowers or the silver filigree. Ooh, that is a tough call. Pink flower. Then I'll have my button. And likewise, I will then do exactly the same on the back. I could even, on this here, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to put one of these mother of pearl, little vintage mother of pearl buckles. Ooh, I like that. I like that very, very much. Let's stick that back down again. Sometimes glue just doesn't want to come out, does it? There we are. So, yes, that can go on there. Those are there. So, on the back, look at the back, and then decide what I want to do on the back. So it may be this little watch piece. It might be like a little dangle coming from somewhere. Little dangle and watch, no, little dangle. There might be a That's quite nice there. And then a little button. I don't want to cover that bit up. Button there. See, something like that. That looks nice too. So that will be the next stage after I've sewn it. So I'm going to go away now and I'm going to sew it. And the next time you'll see this, or this one, it will be, as I'm looking on the signatures. Oh, and I forgot to say, will you attach this seam binding as a closure for the journal. So I'm Sharon, this is Be Divine Vintage. I hope you like my video, and I've got some ideas there and sort of my processes and thoughts on how I put these sort of shabby chic bohemian journal covers together. And I'll see you again soon. Thank you.